Okay, Alex. So I was just scrolling through the news and this TSMC thing, it's kind of blown my mind. Seriously, a 39% jump in profit? That's pretty wild, isn't it?
Stella, absolutely. It's not just pretty wild, it's like a seismic shift, you know? TSMC, they're the silent architects of so much of our tech world. And this latest report really just underscores how pivotal they are in especially the AI explosion we're seeing. Their Q3 profits? Record-breaking. And it's all fundamentally tied to this massive, just massive hunger for AI chips.
Right, I saw that. And they're saying it's mostly their high-performance computing division. What does that actually encompass? Is it just AI? Or I always think of AI, but I guess it must be more, right?
Well, Stella is broader than just AI, but AI is certainly the heavyweight champion in that division right now. High-performance computing, or HPC, it basically includes AI applications, but also things like 5G infrastructure, really high-end cloud servers and other really demanding computing tasks that just need raw power. The fact that it made up 57% of their revenue this quarter, that's totally telling. It's absolutely where the cutting edge is, where the future's being built.
57%. Wow. So, they're not just making generic chips then. These are super specific for these intense applications. And I saw mentions of Nvidia and Apple. Are they the big drivers here?
Oh, absolutely. Nvidia and Apple are huge, huge clients for TSMC. I mean, think about it. Nvidia is basically synonymous with AI GPUs, the backbone for training those massive AI models. And Apple? Well, they need custom-designed, super efficient processors for their iPhones, their Macs, their Vision Pro. They're always pushing the envelope. TSMC is where these companies go to get their most advanced, their most cutting-edge designs actually materialized. It's truly a critical partnership for both sides.
So, they're kind of like the unsung heroes behind these tech giants then. You don't always hear about TSMC as much as, say, an Apple, but they're totally foundational. It's kind of wild to think about.
Exactly. They are the foundry, literally. Their CEO, C.C. Wei, he even said it himself on the earnings call, that recent developments in the AI market continue to be very positive, and that increasing adoption of AI models by consumers is leading to more demand for compute. So his conviction in the AI megatrend is strengthening. I mean, when the guy running the world's biggest chip manufacturer says that, you know it's a thing. It's not just hype.
Okay, so this AI megatrend is real, clearly. But let's talk about the tech side for a sec. I saw something about nanometer sizes, 7 nm, smaller. What does that actually mean? Why is smaller better in this context? I always get a bit lost there.
Ah, Stella, this is where it gets really cool. Think of nanometer size like the density of a city. The smaller the nanometer, the more transistors you can pack onto a single chip. And more transistors means more processing power, more efficiency, less heat, faster calculations. It's all about getting incredible performance in a tiny package. TSMC's advanced chips, those 7 nanometer or smaller ones, they accounted for 74% of their wafer revenue this quarter. That's huge and super important.
Wow, 74%. So it's not just general demand, it's demand for these super tiny, super powerful chips. For AI, you need that kind of raw processing, right? You can't really compromise there.
Absolutely. For AI especially, you need massive parallel processing power. Training AI models, running complex algorithms, it demands an insane amount of computational horsepower. These smaller nanometer processes, especially their 3nm, that's where the magic happens. Counterpoint Research, they actually pointed out that TSMC's robust earnings are a direct reflection of that strong traction at 3nm and high utilization at 4/5nm, driven by those AI GPU and HPC customers. So yeah, tiny but mighty.
So with all this success and demand, what are they saying about the future? Are they expecting this boom to just, like, keep going, or is there any slowdown in sight?
They sure are, Stella. They're really bullish on the future, which is exciting for the entire tech industry, frankly. Their CEO, CC Wei, he actually raised their 2025 revenue growth forecast to the mid 30% range. They had previously expected it to be around 30%, so that's a pretty significant bump up. It shows a lot of confidence in this sustained AI demand. Like, they really believe this isn't just a flash in the pan.
Mid 30%. That's incredibly aggressive for a company of that size, isn't it? Like, they're not just treading water, they're really pushing forward. I mean, they're already so huge.
Totally. And it's not just a forecast. They're putting their money where their mouth is. TSMC also increased its expected floor for capacity expansion and upgrades to $40 billion for the full year, up from a previous floor of $38 billion. That's a massive investment in infrastructure and technology. It means they're gearing up to meet even more demand, building more fabs, getting more equipment. They really, really see this growth continuing, and they want to be ready. Absolutely.
Okay, so booming demand, massive investment, but what about like global trade stuff? I know there's always talk about tariffs and things like that. Does that affect a company like TSMC? I mean, they're so global, right?
That's a really good question, Stella, and yes, it's definitely on their radar. TSMC executives, they've actually said they're monitoring U.S. tariff developments quite closely, especially as Taiwan negotiates for a lower reciprocal rate and Washington weighs industry-specific duties on semiconductors. It's a complex geopolitical landscape there, and it certainly adds a layer of uncertainty.
So could that like derail things for them, or could it really impact their bottom line significantly, do you think?
Well, the thing is, TSMC is likely to receive some exemptions, and this is important. They've been investing heavily in facilities in the U.S., right? Like building new fabs in places like Arizona. That spending could actually help reduce their exposure to potential tariff impacts significantly. CC Wei, he acknowledged the uncertainties, of course, especially in consumer-related and price-sensitive market segments. But their strategy of building fabs in places like Arizona gives them a lot more flexibility and, I think, some crucial protection. They're really playing the long game here, adapting to those global shifts.
So basically, the takeaway is that TSMC is just absolutely crushing it because of this insatiable demand for AI. Like, it's not a fad, it's a fundamental shift that's truly transforming everything.
Exactly, Stella. It's not just a strong quarter, it's a massive validation of the AI megatrend. TSMC's role in powering everything from advanced GPUs to the chips in our smartphones, it just keeps growing exponentially. Their ability to deliver these cutting-edge nanometer-level processors is unparalleled globally, and that's why they're seeing these record revenues and profits, honestly. It just shows that the foundational layer of AI is incredibly robust and growing faster than anyone really anticipated.
Yeah, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, what's next, right? How much more powerful can these chips get? And how quickly can they innovate? It's just mind-boggling sometimes.
That's the million-dollar question, and frankly, the pace of innovation is just accelerating. It's an exciting time to be following this space. For everyone listening, if you want to stay on top of all the latest news and developments in AI, you absolutely have to visit FranksWorld.com. They've got incredible insights and updates on everything we've talked about today and so much more, so much more. Seriously, go check it out, FranksWorld.com. You won't regret